Right, listen up. Rangers have got Luke Graham on the radar, and Dundee are already talking like a summer scramble is coming, with proper money sniffing about, and Scotland somehow asleep at the wheel again. Then you've got Zebedee Lawson, 17 years old, walking away from Brighton because Rangers sold him a pathway, and he's already stepped onto that Ibrox pitch and wants more, not applause. And just when you think it can't get any more Rangers than this, McCOIST is sitting there in disbelief as ex-Rangers. A right-back we barely saw is suddenly a ruthless striker in Germany with go. Most of you watching aren't subscribed. Fix that now. Hit subscribe and switch notifications on, because if you back this channel, I'll keep bringing more Rangers videos with the truth, not the fluff. So now we're being told Rangers are watching closely a young centre-half at Dundee, Luke Graham, and honestly, it's got me half interested and half raging at the state of recruitment in this country. Dundee's technical man, David Longwell, has come out and basically said he couldn't believe none of Scotland's so-called big clubs were properly in for the lad back in January. Not a sniff, apparently. Yet clubs in the English Championship were putting real money on the table. One bid was 7 figures. Portsmouth, he says, and it would have been a record sale for Dundee. And Dundee still told them to bolt because they're scrapping to stay up and they need the boy. Now listen, I don't care how glossy the radar talk sounds. If a young defender is doing the business in our league and English second-tier clubs are trying to pay serious cash, then Rangers should already know every inch of his game. Not keeping an eye, not monitoring, knowing. Longwell's also done the usual sales pitch, comparing the kid's qualities to players he's worked with before, saying he's got the tools, saying the interest will explode in the summer. And he's praised the lad's attitude as well, says he's handled the noise properly, not thrown toys out the pram, just gone out and played, including against St. Mirren and Celtic, where they're claiming he didn't let the speculation touch him. Good. That's the bare minimum if you want anywhere near Ibrox. You carry yourself properly, you improve every week, you respect the shirt you're in, because at Rangers, the shirt is bigger than you. But here's the question that matters for us. Are we looking at this boy because he's genuinely Rangers quality? Or are we looking because other clubs have put a price tag on him and suddenly he's fashionable, and we're terrified of being made to look slow again? Here we go. A 17-year-old kid leaves Brighton, leaves the so-called best league in the world, and comes to Rangers for one reason. Because he was told there's a pathway. First, team football. Not empty words, not a nice tour of the training ground, but an actual chance. Zebedee Lawson has said it himself. Other clubs wanted him, but Rangers was the one where he thought, right, I'll actually get minutes here, and he's already had a taste of it. Came on for about 35 minutes in the Scottish Cup win over Annan Athletic, and you can hear it in the way he talks. He's not starstruck, he's hungry. He's saying that one appearance flips a switch in you, you want that feeling every week. Good. That's the mentality we've been crying out for. And here's where I start banging the table. Because if we're serious as a club, that can't be a nice little story for the youth channels and then back into the cupboard. We've watched too many seasons where we look slow, stale, and predictable, then act surprised when the crowd turns. Give the boy a proper chance. Not a token cameo when the game's already comfortable. Real minutes in real matches when it matters. Now I'll be honest, I've seen very little of him. But from what he's saying and the way he handled Ibrox already, he sounds like a player. He talks about not folding under the noise, getting on the ball straight away, even thinking he should have scored. That's not fear, that's belief. And belief is half the battle at Rangers. He's also talking about how the senior boys encouraged him, told him to play his football. That's how it should be. And he's settled quick, helped by lads like Mikey Moore and the rest of the English boys around the place. We've seen it before. When you trust a young player who's ready, they repay you. Mikey Moore is a perfect example. Finlay Curtis as well. Young lads who came in, took the chance, and didn't look back. So don't tell me we need to limp through another run of tired legs and safe options when there's a fearless kid sitting there desperate to run at people and make something happen. If we're going to talk about the Rangers way, then prove it. Pick the ones who want it, who'll fight for it, who'll take responsibility. Because what's the point in selling a pathway to top prospects? If the minute they arrive, we block the road with passengers? See, this is the sort of thing that makes you laugh through your teeth. Because only Rangers could spend money, waste time, then watch a player leave and suddenly look like a different footballer somewhere else. McCOIST has said it out loud on TalkSport, and you can hear the pain in it. Mateusz Zukowski, signed as a right back for about 400 grand, January deadline day 2022, 1 cup appearance, no league impact, then off he goes for nothing. And now he's in Germany, Bundesliga 2, and they've shoved him up front, center forward. And he scored 11 goals in 11 league games, a double against Schalke at the weekend, and Magdeburg are flying at the top of the league. And McCOIST just goes, that just sums us up. Because it does. We've had too many of these stories. Boys who look lost with us, then look reborn the minute they're out the door. Umar Sadiq is another one everyone remembers. Couldn't buy a goal at Rangers, then turns into a player worth serious money elsewhere. It's not magic, it's environment, it's coaching, it's patience, it's knowing what you've actually signed. Now tie that straight back to Finlay Curtis, because this is where the club have to stop tripping over their own feet. Curtis goes to Kilmarnock, and what happens? He plays, he's trusted, he's moved around, on the wing and behind, and even at right back. And by all accounts, he's been excellent there, doing a proper job, learning the ugly side of the game as well as the flashy side. That's development, that's real football. Not 5 minutes here and there when the crowd's already grumbling. So when you see Zukowski scoring for fun after a position change, don't just shrug and say, one that got away. Ask the harder question. How many more are we misreading? How many more are we binning? Because we can't be bothered to find the right role for them or give them the run of games they need to grow into it. Because if Finlay Curtis is showing he can handle right back at Premiership level, and he's got the engine, the discipline, the bravery to do it, then Rangers should be looking at that and thinking, opportunity, not problem. Use the boy. Trust the boy. Stop blocking the pathway with expensive names and safe choices. Or are we going to keep watching players leave Ibrox, switch positions, and suddenly look like the ones with the future while we're left asking what on earth we were doing? If you've enjoyed these Rangers updates, take 2 seconds and check you're actually subscribed. Hit it if you're not, keep the notifications on, and we'll keep going through it together.